Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Imatin bin Muhammad Nazim.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Najwa binti Ali.
I will present about water pollution in Skudai River.
Kerajaan Negeri Johor telah mengenal pasti 18 sungai tercemar di sekitar negeri terbabit.
Kualiti air di Sungai Skudai Johor baru disifatkan jijik dan kotor.
2 trash skimmer boats will be placed at Sungai Skudai and Sungai Tebrau starting next year to tackle the polluted conditions of both rivers in Johor.
Kerajaan dijangka perlu membelanjakan sehingga RM1 bilion jika mahu membersih dan memulihkan kualiti air serta persekitaran Sungai Skudai yang kini menjadi antara sungai paling tercemar di Malaysia.
So I will present about case study 2 which is Melaka
Penduduk
River.
Melaka mula bimbang dengan kualiti air sungai di sekitar kawasan perumahan mereka yang dilihat semakin kotor dan
sampai itu kan dia keluar pergi kilang sana. Serupa juga macam ni. Memanglah. Memang risau juga. Kadang-kadang ada ikan atau takut dia mati.
Agak membimbangkan. Air sekarang ni semakin hitam lah.
Risau, masa sebelum abang balik masa tu ada juga air tu macam warna perak.
Skudai River is located in Johor, Malaysia. Its main tributary originated from a small creek within an oil palm plantation in Kampung Sedanak Kulai, then flowing southward towards the Johor Bahru city. The most common form of water pollution in Skudai River. First is wastewater from sewage treatment plants and unsystematic drainage system. One contribution of point cost pollutant of Skudai River is wastewater from sewage treatment plants and unsystematic drainage system. Next is industrial wastewater from factories. Industrial wastewater usually have a considerably higher toxicity and need a pre-treatment before they are sent to a municipal wastewater treatment plant. Detergents are one of the chemicals dumped in the river. Other toxic pollution that is found in the water is caused by chemicals such as mercury, cadmium and lead. Lastly, the common form of water pollution in Skudai River is domestic waste. Is produced by the discharge of domestic sludge containing organic substance and soaps. Next is how severe are the problem. There are rivers in Skudai Rivers. There are 3 classes, which is class 3, class 4 and class 5. The situation depends on where the rivers is located. The Skudai Rivers area which is located in a polluted residential are at the class 5, which is the worst pollution due to the sewerage issues. Local authorities, PBT, had to remove garbage from traps installed in some areas in Sungai Skudai twice a week, because it was too much even though 2 until 3 boom locks had been installed. A total of 5 tons of garbage had to be removed within a month at a distance that is not too far. Today have a very much garbage. What kind of potential and actual pollution related harms are occurring? First is thermal shock, second is berry disease, and third destruction of biodiversity. The destruction of biodiversity is because sewage, fertilizer and agriculture runoff contain organic materials that when discharged into water increase the growth of algae, which causes the depletion of oxygen. The low oxygen levels are not able to support most indigenous organisms in the area and therefore upset the natural ecological balance in river and lakes. The various disease is because when the water is polluted, it is like poison for human beings. It also increases the risk of kidney disease. Thermal shock. The changes in this of oxygen and the redistribution of organisms in the local community, because water can absorb thermal energy with only small changes in temperature. Most aquatic organisms have developed enzyme systems that operate in only narrow range of temperature. This xenothermic organism can be killed by sudden temperature changes that are beyond the tolerance limit of their metabolic system. That is what is being done to correct this problem. The government agencies ensure that drainage and drainage system are maintained to prevent flash flood due to drainage problem. District Disaster Management Committee JPBD ensure that aspect of disaster management still have room for improvement, including asset preparation, rescue personnel, evacuation center staff and volunteers. Last, community leaders are ready with a list of population names and identify these residents who are vulnerable to disaster hazard, especially the elderly, the disabled OKU, pregnant women and children in their respective community. 5 things I can do to help. First is support environmental charities, dispose of toxic chemical properly. We can plant some trees and use phosphate-free detergent and dish cleaner. Last, do not pour fat and grease down the drain. Recommend a low-cost and efficient technology to overcome the problem of water pollution. The gas is biofuel system. The biofuel system comprising the use of Cosmoball in natural water treatment process without adding chemical substance. The innovation is made from special plastics to allow the growth of microbes to gather on the surface of plastics in order to reduce levels of organic pollution in the water. Water treatment using biofilms above Cosmoball works by allowing polluted water to fixer beds consisting of Cosmoball loaded with microbes. After a few hours, the microbe eats up the rest of the surrounding complex. It will convert the rest of the complex to carbon dioxide and water. The water treatment process will become more safe, cheaper and able to be used by improvement industry in Malaysia. The system is inspired by one lecturer from Putra Malaysia UPM. Next we go to case study 2. I invite Najwa Ali to present.
Melaka River is a river which flows through the middle of Melaka City in Melaka, Malaysia, which was a vital trade route during the heyday of Melaka Sultanate in the 15th century. Common forms of water pollution at Melaka River is sewage water pollution, urbanization and suspended matter pollution. Sewage is the term used for wastewater that often contains feces, urine and laundry waste. Untreated sewage water in such area can contaminate the environment and cause disease. Next is urbanization can increase the variety and amount of pollutant carried into our nation waters. Lastly, the main source that make Melaka River polluted is because of the suspended matter pollution. This type of pollution occurs when pollutants enter the water and do not mix in with the water molecule, harming the marine life by taking away the nutrient and disturbing their habitat. How severe are the problems? According to the Water Quality Index, Department of Irrigation and Drainage has classified the Melaka River as a polluted river class 3. So it also has affected local residents to carry their daily activities like fishing, bathing and washing. It's also disturbed local residents in terms of the smell and the bad scenery. What kind of potential and actual pollution related harms are occurring? It poses a great threat to humans and aquatic life. It leads to various skin concerns including acne and premature aging. It also harms all the body water such as lakes, rivers, oceans and groundwater to get contaminated. What is being done to correct this problem is first we need to limit the level of consumption of petrol by cruise boats. We also can to minimize human activities because
perjenihan sungai ini adalah secara natural.
Air Sungai Melaka umpamanya yang sebelumnya agak keruh kini menjadi jernih berikutan tiada aktiviti pelancongan di sungai sepanjang sungai berkenaan. Azlan Abidin berkata, antara faktor utama kejernihan Sungai Melaka kurangnya sampah sarap. Selain tiada aktiviti bot persiaran yang menyusuri hinggakan keladak dari dalam sungai naik ke permukaan. Begitupun tiada penggunaan bahan bakar dan sistem penyejukan enjin.
5 things that I can do to help is first is reduce the use of chemical pesticide and nutrient on crops. Conserve water by turning off the tap when running water is not necessary. Why? Because by conserve water, we can help prevent water shortage and reduce the amount of contaminated water that needs treatment. So next is make gotong royong as monthly event. Why I say so because when we do the gotong royong as monthly event, we can make sure the cleanliness of rivers around us. Next is spreading awareness about water pollution. We can spread awareness about the water pollution by educating the people around us, which eventually increase the awareness in our communities. Lastly is use environmentally household products. Means that don't use household products that contain chemicals. Instead, use green products like biodegradable soap and all natural toiletries. For instance, to clean your house, stop using bleach and chemical cleaners and use vinegar instead. Low-cost and efficient technology to overcome the problem of water pollution that I recommend is PVC piping system. This technology was created by Muhammad Alizadeh Fard and Brian Bagdal. This technology can remove micropollutant using renewable materials. The reason why they created this technology is because commonly in communities we use large storage water. Though the water storage is refilled every day, the water at the top of tank is never used, so it becomes stagnant. Even the water supplies are treated with chlorine, the top layer can become a breeding ground for bacteria, algae or waterborne illness such as Giardia and E. coli. So, to prevent this situation, they created a shower head-like attachment that can be added to the new existing water tanks for minimal cost. By adding a PVC pipe sprinkle at the top of tank and a reverse sprinkle at the bottom of tank, and inject water into the system and keeps all the water circulating.
Thank you.